welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be playing with Harley's hair, doing some braids and some simple styles. We recorded this video at the end of December when Harley was here for a visit. And her hair has gotten very, very long. So it was nice to play with. And nice to braid. We did our usual Christmas hangout where we exchanged gifts and watched a movie and just talked. And it was nice to catch up and see each other again. I'm going to apologize if my voice sounds like it is cracking or cutting out. I think the weather is messing with my voice, and so I just feel like I'm not able to speak as easily as I usually do for these. So I had to sit on the bed because usually I would have people sit on the floor when I would play with their hair, but it's not that comfortable, and I figured this would be the most comfortable for both of us. I'm trying to find a good spot to be able to do these videos, but I also like to mix it up sometimes too, so nothing is too similar. So I'm French braiding her hair here. She said she was falling asleep, sitting up. She wasn't meaning to, but it's okay. It is relaxing when you have someone play with your hair, so I'm never upset when my model is falling asleep. Harley has always had such nice hair. It's very soft. And she maintains it well. She is the one who got me into using the Eva NYC Main Magic 10-in-1. And I was hoping my hair would become just as soft, but I think it's because we have different hair textures that I don't experience the exact same thing with mine, but it has helped my hair. And I do notice that there's quite a bit of sound in the background of this video as well. Because it was in between Christmas and New Year's Eve and the New Year, a lot of people were off work and watching stuff downstairs, and so they did their best to be as quiet as possible. But I also think the noise of them makes it sound realistic. So I'm twisting her hair up. And letting it down. Harley was nice enough to buy us lunch that day. So we had some Subway, and it was a nice treat. Like I said, we ended up watching movies. The main one we watched was the Barbie movie. I still, up until that point, hadn't seen it. And I was actually quite confused by it. I think it's because I was watching it with other people in the room, and so I didn't get to fully focus on it. And so I feel like I have to sit and watch it alone so I can understand it better. But every once in a while I was just like, what's going on? What is happening right now? But I still thought it was cute. Oh, Harley got me that bracelet that's on my wrist for Christmas. It's one of those ones that you can see a little picture through, and she put a picture of the both of us in there from, I think, the day of my college graduation. So I thought that was really sweet and thoughtful. She also got me a hot chocolate reindeer balm, and she got me one other thing too. Oh, a face mask. It's a little blueberry face mask. And then she got me these little buddies, I would call them. They're little buddies. It's a hot chocolate and a marshmallow, kind of like Christmas themed decoration. So they're cute. I still have them out. I have to put them with the Christmas stuff for my room. But yeah, thought they were sweet little gifts. And I ended up giving her one of the Dossier perfumes she had mentioned she'd liked before. It was inspired by the fragrance her mom used to wear, so I got that. And then I made her an ornament, painted it. Oh, and then I gave her some nail polishes. And I thought there was still something else. Oh, a Hello Kitty hand lotion. And so it was a good gift exchange, good time spent with my best friend. And then of course we made this video. And I like to offer, the hair play to people as well, because I just know how stressed everyone is lately with life, and so it's nice to be pampered for a little bit. And just let someone maybe take you back to childhood, where you just let someone play with your hair, either a classmate or a family member. I have only ever had the experience of my mom playing with my hair. I don't know if it was maybe a rule at school or so where I went, but I didn't really see anyone playing with anybody's hair. But no one definitely played with mine, so it was more of an experience I had with my mom. She would play with my hair and she would scratch my back a lot, so those were like my first experiences with ASMR. I like to take this little fan brush and kind of scoop up the baby hairs. Try to add them into the rest of the hair. It doesn't always work, but I think it feels nice. Harley's top was really cute this day. It was a Hello Kitty sweater top. It's like a kind of like a crew neck. She's a big fan of Hello Kitty. She even has a tattoo of Hello Kitty on her arm. And I remember when she got it. It's very cute. Still actually have to put away my Christmas decorations, the ones in my room anyway. I've not had time to drag the bin out and take everything down. Been really focused on a lot of other things. I did finally toss the gingerbread house from the Thankmas stream I did. So that was one thing I've gotten cleaned up. It's been a little while since I've done a voiceover. Sometimes I get to these funks where I just don't feel like talking over the top of a video, especially because I can record the role plays and stuff and it's fine, but sometimes sitting here and having to watch a video over again and then talk, I sometimes just don't know what to say. But it doesn't always sound exciting to me, if I'm honest, but that's why I give myself little breaks, because then I can come back and tell you stories about things, or just ramble about maybe stuff that's happened. My holiday season went pretty good this year. Usually I have a lot of stress around stuff, but some things were different this time around, and I wasn't as stressed, and I was able to enjoy it a little bit more. I really like Christmas. And so I try to make it run smoothly for everyone else, and I feel like I take charge of it. So I had gotten most of the stuff done, and it just felt like it happened really fast this year. And yeah, there was just something about it that was different. I mean, there are obvious things that were different, but then there was other stuff too that I was like, huh, that's interesting. But I make these strawberries every Christmas that are filled with like a cream cheese mixture that my friend Rachel used to always make and bring to school, and so I asked her for the recipe a few years back, and it's just become a family favorite, so I make those every year. And then I made a candy cane pie because we would usually get them from Baker's Square, but there aren't too many Baker Squares left, and the last time we were able to go to one, they didn't have them anymore, and so I looked up a recipe this year, and I made my own, and everybody liked that as well, so now I have to do that every year. My dad even asked for it for his birthday, which is in August, and he's like, I know, it's not the usual time to have peppermint flavored stuff, but I wouldn't mind this for my birthday. So I was like, okay. So I'll have to see about doing that. But I was very pleased with myself because I had never made a pie like that where you had to temper the eggs. And it didn't go as I expected, but it also didn't ruin it either. So I had to do 2 different layers, the chocolate layer and then the top layer with the mint in it. And it took me way longer than I thought it was going to take. I think it's because it was the first time I was doing it, but also I felt like I had to juggle. And yeah, I think I just didn't handle it very well, but now that I know and have an idea of what I'm doing, it may go a little faster next time. But it was a really cute pie. I put a little snowflake on the top of it and then sprinkled the Andes mint chips all over the snowflake so they stuck nicely. And yeah, so I was really proud of myself for doing that and surprising everybody, because like I said, we haven't had one of those candy cane pies in a really long time. So it was a nice treat. Here I am trying to use that ring thing again with the pin. I still struggle with it. But on a different Christmas note, I helped my grandma give everyone these memory items made from my pa's shirts. So I know a lady, I used to work with her, and she made memory bears and memory pillows. So we coordinated with her and we had her do that for us. It was kind of stressful because stuff got pushed literally until Christmas Eve, and my grandma needed some of them on Christmas Eve. So I had to do some picking up and delivering of some of them, and then the next morning they were the rest of them were delivered to me, and I had to wrap them all here. And my grandma really wanted to see them all before they were gifted, but it didn't work out that way. I had to wrap everything for her, and everything was a surprise for her on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But she was really happy with everything, and it all worked out in the end, but it was quite stressful for me because I had places to be too, and then I had to go multiple different directions, and it was worth it though. Everybody really liked what they got, and it was just special. And it was really special to see my grandma open hers, because me and my brother and sister paid for hers to be done. And so she picked the shirt she wanted the most out of all of them, because she had seen him in the one she picked quite a bit. So she wanted that one, and it was his favorite color, and it was just like perfect for her. So she got a bear, and I took a voicemail that my pa had left me, and I turned it into a little message in a voice box. So I have him saying, I love you in it. I also have one in mind, but I had that done and she had no idea, so it was really nice to have her experience that. and not know it was coming, so it just made her Christmas, which made me happy. And like I said, I got a bear. I paid for my own bear. My grandma had a pillow made for me, which I decided at that point I had wanted a pillow, but then after everything we had extra clothing too, so I was like, can you make me another bear please? And so she made me a bear as well as the pillow. And they're very special to me. I put them on my bed and I have it all made and nice and everything. And it's just nice to look at. Actually, the pillow is behind Harley there. So, that is the shirt that I would always see my paw in when I would go over to visit for my birthday. I liked to spend a night or two by them. And he would always have that one on because it was like a thicker material. He always wore button-up shirts too, so all of the memory items were made out of his button-up shirts. But that is the one that was the most special to me, so I'm glad I got it. And it's perfect. I liked it as a pillow because it's perfect to hug it.
Anything you want me to do with your hair?
It feels like a chest.
I don't care, whatever you want. Because I don't know what else to do now. Do you know how to do French braids? Or like a mermaid tail braid? Yes, I can do that. Okay.
I forgot that we started talking. But yeah. So the pillow is nice to give hugs to. So is the bear though. But it's just nice to see the shirt still as a whole, in my opinion. But I do love both of the items that I got. So I'm doing the fishtail braid in Harley's hair here like she asked. She ended up wearing it the whole rest of the time she was over. So I thought that was cute. I tried my best. And I think I did an okay job on it. But like I said, her hair is really soft, so sometimes it's hard to hold it. I'm really excited because my cousin is supposed to be coming over next weekend, I think. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. And we're going to film a hairplay video with her, so we'll have a new person so I can play with their hair. I'll have to think of some things I want to do because I don't like to always do the same few things. And she's going to bring some hair accessories if she has any. So we might have a few different things. And she told me that she has a friend who might also want to be a model, so I was like, oh, thank you. I'm just so awkward with new people, and like, I respect people's personal space, so I think I've said this before if you've watched other videos of mine where I'm doing voiceovers, but I am really nervous about touching other people because I don't like when people, impede on my personal space. And so I'm just awkward about not knowing, if I'm pulling somebody's hair or if they're okay with what I'm doing. So I like to ask beforehand usually. But it's still just something I need to get used to with each person. So I'm pretty used to playing with Harley's hair because we've known each other for quite a long time. I think we met in 2010 or 2011 or so. Yeah, I think so. So, like, we grew up together and stuff. So she's basically like a sister to me. And I've played with Jordan's hair all of her life, so I know what I, can do with her hair. It's just different people, and respecting what they're okay with. And so, yeah. Like, I've only played with Lindsay's hair that one time, and I told her that, I felt her hair was, like, never meant to be touched because she always had it done the same way, and it was always so nice looking. And I was like, I feel really bad about touching your hair and, like, doing stuff to it because it's always been the same. I've never seen it any different. So I'm like, it's very special. But yeah. So we shall see. My cousin also told me she felt bad about cutting her hair because she cut it recently, and she's like, I know you wanted to play with it at some point. It's not super short, so we can still do stuff with it. But it was just so funny. She was like, I'm so sorry I cut my hair. Like, it's fine. It is okay. Okay, so I did the rest of the braid. It has that bump in it there, that's why it was bothering me, but she still wore it.
It's very loose. It's not my best work. Cute. I like it. Do you want me to leave it in or do you want me to take it out? You can leave it in.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.